The balance posture alignment cues for the shoulder are squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other and keep your shoulders away from your ears. Practice the shoulder cues in Tadasana. If you can't stand up right now because you're seated at a desk or driving or something, bring your attention to your shoulders and let's put the cues into action. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other. Feel what you feel in the back of your body. Relax and do that posture, do that cue one more time. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other. This might be bringing you some awareness to the last lesson with the spine cues. When you squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other, it's a very similar action to pressing the mid-spine forward toward the front of the body. A lot of the same muscles are just going to kick in. The action is going to be quite similar, and therefore the ribs might flare open too. So we'll talk about how we have to connect these cues to the shoulder, to the spine cues later on in this lesson. All right, so repeating one more time, squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other. And then the other cue is to keep your shoulders away from your ears. So if the shoulders are already away from your ears, you just keep them there. Oftentimes people have their shoulders up by their ears. This is a stress response. A lot of times the muscles on the top of the shoulders, the upper trapezius and the levator scapula specifically, are overactive. Much like the iliopsoas, there is some science behind this as this being a stress response because we want to protect our neck here. Regardless of what the cause of it is, it's very common to see people with their shoulders away from their ears. So there are times where I will say, relax your shoulders away from your ears. But I find that if you put in the work of the balance posture alignment through the whole body, it's not as common to have the ears, the shoulders up by the ears. And what I will caution against is a lot of cueing to pull the shoulders down, because sometimes what that creates is excess drawing down, and then that creates a compression of the thoracic spine down into the lumbar spine and the abdomen, and we want to avoid that. So much like all these cues, we have to find what's neutral. And so yes, if someone's shoulders are up by their ears, you could say, draw your shoulders away from your ears. But if somebody's already here, I want to caution against saying, draw your shoulders down away from your ears. And this is something where I see a lot of people doing, they're already in a good position, and then they slide them down and create this compression. Try it for yourself. Push, push, push your shoulder blades down. For some people, it might feel good because you're getting from here to neutral, but for some people, it's going to create that compression. So I keep it simple. Keep your shoulders away from your ears.